This is a hard concept for people to get, but this is how the world works. This is how the universe works. And I suggest to you that you don't spend the last 5 minutes of your day reviewing all of the things that you don't like, and all of the things that you don't want, and all of the people that upset you, and all of the hurts that you have, and all of the reasons that things are not going well, and all of your illnesses, and all of the things that you can't do, and how sorry you feel for yourself, and all of the, you don't want to do that, because you're about to marinate for the next 8 hours in your unconscious mind, which is most comfortable with your subconscious mind. And then when you awaken, you see your subconscious mind cannot make a distinction between what you're thinking about and what you're experiencing in your day and in your life. It just says, if you're thinking it, that must be what you want. And I'll just offer you up experiences that match up to what you're thinking. So you want to be really careful as you go off to sleep at night to make sure that you are placing into your subconscious mind, which is about to enter its unconscious state, only that which you want to materialize and manifest tomorrow morning when you awaken and throughout the entire day. And so many people make the mistake of using the last 5 minutes before they enter into this 8-hour marinating period by going over the things that they don't like, that they don't want, that shouldn't have happened, that really upset them, and so on. You want to make the shift. This is from the book of Job. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men, while slumbering in their beds, then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction. Then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction while they are slumbering in their beds. Job 33, verses 15 and 16. So while you're sleeping, you're getting instructions. But first, you've got to place it in your mind and then experience it and witness it. And as you go to sleep at night, you witness everything working out perfectly. I am healthy. I'm going to be walking. I'm going to be in a divine relationship. I'm going to be, attracting the right prosperity. I'm going to have divine relationships with everyone I encounter. I'm going to have the most marvelous day tomorrow. I'm going to help 25 people. Whatever it is, you just place into your imagination, feel what that feels like, and then go off to sleep and receive your instructions. Cultivate the witness. And finally, the last of these keys to higher awareness, I call it shutting down the inner dialogue. And what I'd like to do here in the last few minutes that we have is to teach you a meditation that we can close out these lectures with. It's a meditation that is based upon what's called the Moses Code. A friend of mine, a Hay House author named James Twyman, has written a book called the Moses Code. And I think the subtitle of that is something like the greatest manifesting technique that has been offered in the history of humanity, the Moses Code. And what is the Moses Code? I am. What did God say to Moses when Moses said, who shall I say? Who am I? Who shall I say has sent me to free my people? And God said, my name is I am that I am, and it shall be my name for all future generations. I am. Think about that in terms of manifestation, being able to say I am. Think about that. And what James did with his co-author, what is his, Reed, are you in the room? Jonathan Goldman? Yeah, was a co-author and created, he's a scientist. And they took the words I am that I am in the original Hebrew from the Torah, of the book of Exodus, first 5 books of the Old Testament of the Torah. And they took what the sound would be associated with how those words were spoken 1,300 years before Christ. How they did that, I have no idea. He sort of explains it in the book, The Moses Code, which I recommend you read. Fascinating stuff. But at the end, there is a meditation. And the meditation, there are two on the Moses Code frequency meditation. There are two tracks, track 8 and track 9. We're going to play a little bit here of what you're about to hear is what I meditate to every day, sometimes twice a day. I got my daughter Sage and her friend Allie was just spending 2 weeks with me on Maui, and we did it. And the first 2 times with Sage, I'd like to just never meditated before. I'd like to just meditate to this sound. It's the sound of creation. It's the sound related to the I am that I am. Those words and the sound, they have something called a Sumeria or some animal. The sound is one of the most beautiful. I always light 3 candles, 3 white candles. So we just sit there, we close our eyes, and you just put your mantra is this. Okay, so here we go. It's I am. So in your mind or in your imagination, or even if you want to write down after you leave here, you can get this meditation. By the way, there's a way to get it. How do we read? How do they get it? Hay House Daily Meditation. You go on hayhouse.com. Hay House Daily Meditation Facebook. I'll go to Wayne Dyer Facebook page and go click onto something called meditation and you get it free. Okay, so you can get it tonight if you want it. Loaded or read. Track 8 is there. So we're going to do track 9. So you'll get track 8 on the computer. And you can also, we're also putting a thing on this, but it will be available next week. So you write down, and I really believe writing it down is important. Whatever it is you'd like to manifest, whatever you'd like to weigh, whatever addictions you'd like to overcome, whatever you'd like to create for yourself in your life, just write it down, affirm it, okay? And think of that as that. So that's that. You know, your prosperity, your happiness, your wealth, your health, whatever it might be, whatever it is, whatever person you want to be, that's that. So now you say in your meditation, I am that. And that is what you have written down. And then you say, I am. And I am is the name of God. On the out breath, if you're breathing out, and it doesn't matter which one you do, if you're breathing out, so it's I am that I am. If it's an in breath, you're bringing it from God. God's name is I am. Okay? So I am that, whatever I've written down, whatever I have imagined to create, I am. Okay? Very simple. And we're going to do this for maybe, it's a 20-minute meditation, but we're going to do it for about 7 or 8 minutes. Okay? And then we're going to close. So just take in a deep breath, take everything off of your laps, if you will. This second one is a deeper meditation. I'm doing this one because you can all get the other one off of your Facebook, whatever it is. And this is accompanied by a little bit of a guitar music, but the voice, sound, and whatever it is that you are hearing is exactly, in fact, James Kleinman, when I talked to him about this, sent me the tuning fork. And when you hit the tuning fork, it's exactly the same sound that was calibrated through to match up to the sounds in Hebrew of I am that I am of 1300 BC. So here we go. We'll do it for the next episode. One of the most peaceful sounds. By the way, my daughter every day would say, well, don't forget, we have to meditate. We didn't miss one day of meditation. So much. Right, Say? You still live with it. Okay, here we go. which will heal the physical body, is a recognition of who we really are. Who we are is a divine instrument of God. As I often say to my audiences, quoting Patanjali, he says, when you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, he said, all of your thoughts, your mind transcends limitations, your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, and a great, and a wonderful world. And then he said, dormant forces, that is, forces that you thought were dead and inaccessible to you, dormant talents come alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. Because at every moment of your life, of this choice, you can either be a host to God or a hostage to your. It's your call. Thanks, and God bless you, and enjoy my day. Thank you so much. Thank you.